For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy FC25 coins, please go and check out mmoexp.com. Remember to use the code WOLF at the checkout for a massive 5% off your order. Link is down in the description below. Go and check them out right now. Yes then YouTube, we are back. Apologies for not uploading this weekend. I was very busy, and today's video is a brand new formation and a brand new set of custom tactics on a formation that I have not done on FC25. And yes, you are correct, it is the formation you are looking at right on your screen right here. It is the 4-2-1-3. Yes, the 4-2-1-3. Now this formation, I've been experimenting a lot with it over the last few days, and I absolutely love it. I really do. I do think it is one of, if not the best formations on the game in terms of how you want to play, in terms of like a better version of the 4-2-3-1. We do have two CDMs, a cam, but then this is the most important aspect of this formation though. We have a left winger and a right winger in there. Yes, it is so good and so overpowered. But first, drop this video a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that of course would mean the world to me. So as we get straight into the custom tactics, and by the way, the code will be in the last 15 or 20 seconds of the video, and it will also be the top pinned comment down below. So if you want to just type in the code straight away, bish bash bosh, there you go, and it will give you the custom tactics. So custom, of course, on the tactical preset. The formation is as well, without saying, you know, the name of the video, blah blah, the 4-2-1-3. An amazing formation, by the way. I was shocked because I know a lot of people have been using this formation and they've been telling me, especially in the comment section, like, use it, Wolfie, trust me, use it. You will be shocked at how good it is. So I was always a little bit like, yeah, you know, I might use it, blah blah, but using it, I'm telling you, this formation is insane. Now the build-up style, like I say in a lot of my videos recently, there are two options. Option number one is of course the option that I am using, and that is balanced. Yes, balanced on the build-up style. Players will vary between forward runs and coming short. The team's transition to their in-possession shape will be steady rather than sudden. I really like that. I just think it works amazingly well in the 4-2-1-3. But if you are struggling to create opportunities, and that may well be a lot of people watching this video, I would recommend counter. This approach encourages players to get in behind the opposition's defence as the team transitions quickly from defence to attack. So what this means is we will defend quite, not deep, but we will defend as a unit, as a team. But then as soon as we get the ball, our team will sprint forward and make a lot of penetrating runs in behind. And that is very good. I do like it. I do think in certain formations, actually, counter is probably the best one to use. But for me, in the 4-2-1-3, I don't really feel like I need to use that counter. So it is, of course, balanced. The defensive approach, there are, again, two options. Option number one is the option that I'm using, and that is, of course, 70 and high on the defensive line height. I like that. I like to be nice and aggressive and win the ball back nice and high up the pitch. But I will say this, option number two is especially if you are struggling defensively, because a lot of you may struggle defensively, and that is absolutely fine. If you are struggling defensively, do not worry about it. Lower that line height down to either 55 or 50. They are the two that I would recommend if you're struggling defensively. But for me, it is of course high on the defensive approach with 70 in the line height. So they're the team tactics done. We are now going to get onto the player roles. Now without the ball, of course, we have to defend in a 4-2-1-3. The EA have made a thing this year where the formation that you are playing with, that is the formation that you have to defend with. So we have to defend in the 4-2-1-3, which is actually fine. It's actually a very good defensive formation anyway. It's why I use quite an aggressive line height with it. So as we do then get onto the strikers, well, striker should I say, there are two options. Option number one is the option that I'm using again, and that is advance forward and attack. Very nice and easy, just advance forward and attack. But poacher is very good. So I would recommend to use advance forward and attack on the striker. But if your striker does have poacher plus, definitely use that. You will not really notice much of a difference with how the formation plays in game, and then it does just give your player that nice little boost of having the plus player role. And I do think poacher is a very good player role. Like, I do think it is good, but I just have always preferred the advanced forward with attack. Sometimes I use complete, sometimes I don't. In this formation I'm not using it, so that's why I'm just using advanced forward and attack. Both the left winger and the right winger, and this is very important, are on inside forward and attack. So you need both of your left winger and your right winger, like I say in all my 4-3-3 videos actually, to make that penetrating runs inwards towards the centre of the goal. I want my left winger, think of that like a prime Sadio Mane for Liverpool, and then the right winger, think of that like a prime Mohamed Salah for Liverpool. They were constantly making diagonal runs. They weren't wingers, they were inside forwards under Jurgen Klopp, and that is exactly what I've taken for this inspiration with the left winger and the right winger in this formation. That really does help, having that left winger and the right winger, and I think it's actually a necessity in my opinion. Like, I really do think you need having the left winger and the right winger on inside forward. Now the cam, there are two options that you can use. Option number one is then the option that I am using, and that is playmaker with balance. Playmaker and balanced is very nice, especially because we have the left winger and the right winger making them diagonal runs inwards. I don't really need the striker to get involved in the box that much. We've already got 3 forwards there anyway, so I think playmaker works. But then option number 2 is then going to be shadow striker. So I personally would recommend shadow striker on the cam if you are using this formation and you are struggling to create goal scoring opportunities, getting goals and getting assists. So for me, it is of course playmaker on balanced, but shadow striker is a good viable option. The right sided CDM is then just going to be on holding and defend, and that is absolutely fine. Think of this player like a traditional number 6, so they will just shield and protect the back 4, win the ball back, and then of course pass the ball to the better players. The left sided CDM though is then going to be a, where is it? There it is. A deep lying playmaker on roaming. Yes, so a deep lying playmaker and roaming. So this player is the key cog to building up play from the back. This defensively positioned midfielder will often be the catalyst for attack. I really like that. So because we've already got a holding player on the right hand side, I kind of think the left-sided CDM can have a little bit more license to get forward. The left back is then going to be on attacking wing back and balance. Yes, so my left back will have a lot of license to get forward on the overlap down that left hand side and get quite a few goals and quite a few assists for us. Both the centre backs are just on defender and defend, and then the right back is going to be on full back and defend. So we will defend in a traditional back 3. The right back will tuck in and almost play like a third centre half, and then of course we have the 2 centre backs, but then the left back will be the one bombing on down that left hand side, and then the goalkeeper is going to be on goalkeeper and balance, but it does not make any difference. You can use your goalkeeper on whatever you want, and that right there, as you can see with the ball, is how we play. So we get a bit of an overload on that left hand side, which is what I like. I like to overload one certain side on the pitch on FC25. Left back bombing on down there, the left winger and the right winger basically playing as a front 3 with the striker. The cam as a playmaker, just in that nice hole, just kind of like picking the ball up, threading through balls, getting a few travellas, getting a few finesse shots. Nice. And then of course we have the 2 CDMs, and now you will see the code on your screen right there, and that right there, YouTube, is going to be a brand new set of custom tactics for you. If you did enjoy this video, you know what to do. Drop it a like for me, drop a comment down below, and if you can hit that subscribe button to my channel, that would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA positive, man, attitude. Peace out. One love.